What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 21 Diamond Dynasty video. Apologies for no video out yesterday, but I wasn't exactly feeling swell. I wasn't feeling particularly great. And I was more tired than Bartolo Colon after he trotted around the bases. I had the Gatorade symbol above my head like in 2K. That being said, thank you all for the birthday wishes and whatnot. Good, but tiring night. Second inning program is coming out quite shortly. We talked about POTM, which is dropping on Wednesday. We did our predictions for that. Now we're going to go ahead and dive, balls deep into second inning program. That coming on the 7th of May on Friday, including a brand new legend reveal. As always, let me know who you guys think the bosses are going to be in the comment section down below. I'm going to give reason to believe why my predictions could even come true. I don't know, kind of go from there, I suppose. Leave a like as always if you guys do enjoy these videos. Subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. Getting pretty close to 60K. What if we hit it this week? That would be pretty damn cool, wouldn't you agree? I would say so. So hit that sub button if you want a great place for tips, gameplays, hopefully gameplay later today. Getting into this one now. So, the brand new legend. This is like picking a needle in the haystack. I'm not exactly sure how many players have played in the history of Major League Baseball, but it's kind of a fucking lot. You know, there's my F-bomb. So I came up with like 7 guys who, I don't know, maybe could be in there, and we're gonna go through that now. Kind of anticlimactic, not a better way really to reveal these. Would love to do mocks for all these, but I simply don't have that much time. Adrian Beltre, you probably saw him on the thumbnail. Now, Adrian Beltre retired in 2018, so it's now been 2 releases of MLB The Show, 19 and 20, since he's been featured in the game, and he is always a fan favorite. Whenever I do my most wanted legend videos in the off season, everybody, the comment section is always flooded with people requesting Adrian Beltre. I love the ads that pop up, by the way. Yeah, I had Qdobas last night, so you're gonna learn a lot about me, I suppose, if you just look on the side panels of my baseball reference. Jesus Christ. Not even ad block can sustain the power of, baseball references marketing. So Adrian Beltre, he did have a 48 home run season with the Dodgers in 2004. Honestly, I mean, he was kind of just okay with the Dodgers. It was kind of crazy when I saw it. He was pretty ass with Seattle for a good amount of time, and he made his Hall of Fame for sure career, no doubt about it, in the late to mid 30s with Texas. So a great defender at third base. In Texas, hit 30 home runs a season, a couple of times, but great contact hitter as well. Again, we're looking for like 93, 94 overalls. I would imagine right now Beltre would definitely be quite good. Talking about Bobby Abreu, I just realized you guys probably could have saw all these by now, so you get the point. Bobby Abreu, Bobby Abreu. People always get on me. I do the same shit with Jose Abreu. I don't have pests in my house, by the way. I didn't contact Terminix. That's just a random advertisement. So sometimes you can't always trust a baseball reference. But Bobby Abreu, Jesus. Phillies, of course, home run derby champion. I think would be really cool. Lefty bat with a good amount of power. Bernie Williams. I know the question you asked yourself every year, how can we fit more Yankees into MLB The Show? Because that's what we're dying for. I think he'd be good again. He didn't have as many stolen bases as I thought he did, but still would have probably, I think, like 60, 70 speed. Good amount of power, nice swing on him as well. Maglio Ordonez, I think this would be quite cool. Just randomly watched like a 35-minute video essay on the 05 White Sox. It was kind of cool, I suppose. He had 38 home runs in a season. I more so remember, when I was alive, watching him when he was with the Tigers. It was pretty damn good against the Twins, to be fair. I think you'll notice the kind of constant with a lot of these predictions, newer guys. That seems to be the direction they're headed, and I think it makes the most sense. Nomar Garciaparra. I think it's either going to be an outfielder or an infielder. 30 home runs in his rookie season, winning Rookie of the Year. 35 home runs the following season. Really some great numbers put up in the early part of his career for Boston. That would be quite cool. Jeff Kent. Talk about a second hitting power menace. We lost Hornsby. Jeff Kent could slide right on in. He was quite good as well. Yeah, 30 home runs a couple times. Even stole an MVP from Barry Bonds. Large, meaty grasps. Eric Chavez, again, another third baseman, good amount of power, fantastic defender. Kind of think of Josh Donaldson a little bit, Both played for the A's. He didn't win an MVP. Well, Chavez obviously didn't win an MVP, but Donaldson pretty close to both of that third base position. So those are some predictions I have for what we could see as far as a new legend goes. Now, where do we go from that? My other predictions. I do think Beltre's probably not going to be there. I just have a feeling. Out of those guys that I mentioned, I would imagine Bobby Abreu would have probably the best shot. Personally, I would love to see Nomar Garciaparra or Adrian Beltre, but we'll see. Let me know who you guys think the new legend is going to be down below. One thing often to note, death taxes and a starting pitcher being in a boss program, or a reliever at the very least. I believe we're going to get a starter. One possible one is going to be Zach Greinke. I scrubbed through a lot, basically every legend in the game, seeing who would kind of make sense, who might be able to fit in here, and honestly, a lot of guys. You think of Tom Seaver, he already has a card. Hershiser just got a headliner card. There's kind of not that many great options really to talk about. Also regarding somebody who would be a fan favorite. So Zach Greinke, you guys know he has hitting stats. This is a screenshot. I can't toggle them for you, but believe me, he does. And he has the arsenal that people are looking for. Four-seam, slider, sinker, curveball, changeup. He was in the beach ball pack, I believe, last year. I think that was what they called it. And obviously, it wouldn't be a 97 overall, but if they gave us like a 93, 94 overall Zach Greinke, maybe give us a Dodgers Greinke. We usually don't see that card. I think we only saw it once in MLB 17. That could be quite cool to see as well. So yeah, Zach Greinke, I think, has a decent little shot. Get ready for this one. Corey Kluber, you guys having PTSD? You guys having nightmares? Little wet spot in those tidy whiteys by chance? I don't blame you. Corey Kluber, of course. Le Menace last year. I would imagine you wouldn't get a 99, of course. I would think it would probably be from his first Cy Young year or from an All-Star year. So wait a little bit to give us the best Corey Kluber card, obviously. His pitch mix, though, would be essentially the same, which is what made him so good. I do think the sinker is a little bit worse this year, at least as far as planting it outside. It seems more, a little more flat this year, like the Kardashians before surgery. But his per nines, if he has even like high 80s to 90s on hit and K and like 90 BB9, so maybe 90s flat again, that'd be quite good, especially with the control that he usually has equipped with him. He could be very good, so I could see a Corey Kluber card coming, but we'll see. Again, these are kind of hard to predict, especially towards the start of the year, to really get a sense of where they're going. Vida Blue is another option. Lefty starter, throws real hot. This is a 93 overall. Maybe they give us the same card, maybe they wouldn't. A lot of people seem to like this card. I know he was one of the henchmen in one of the boss programs last year. So Vida's going to be my last pick for a potential starting pitcher that we could see. I don't think we're going to see a reliever just because we saw the Houston Street. I know it's not like a boss player, but he was the last player program that we saw. So, starting pitcher, I'm going to say Greinke, Kluber, or Vida. I think Greinke would have the best shot out of that, out of my predictions. Moving on to, again, so this is kind of what I'm saying here. I think we're going to get a starter, like a middle-ish infielder, basically not first base, and then an outfielder. So, a couple guys for infielders, maybe Barry Larkin. I think he was a boss back in 19. Don't quote me. He was one of the XP guys last year, and I thought his card was kind of good. Obviously, it's not going to be a 99. Don't really feel like saying that much more. But they could really do a lot of things with Barry Larkin, because he's had a lot of years where he didn't hit for much power. Sometimes he did hit for power, but it was kind of balanced. Sometimes it was like this, where he significantly hit for more power against lefties. But the constant, of course, is the speed, the stealing, and the fielding, which he's always going to have with him at shortstop. I think Barry Larkin would be kind of cool to see. I do like his swing. Lindor, however, would be very good in this spot, I believe. He has a good swing on him. Yes, he has a diamond card. It's only an 85, and let's be real, is it out of the realm of possibility that he might see yellow, sometime soon? Who's to say? It very well could happen. Lindor, you would expect diamond defense, good arm strength. I think this is kind of underrated as far as arm strength goes for Lindor. Good enough speed, switch hitting, great swing, and depending on what year they pull from, if they pull from like 2018, obviously he had that finest card from 2018. If they took from that year where he hit, I think 30, like high 30s home runs, Lindor would be amazing. I really want to see them go for more bosses like this, and not just guys who are at the very end of their career, or sometimes they don't do that, like Bryce Harper, for example, but you guys get the sentiment there. So those are a couple picks I have for shortstop. Then getting on to the outfield, I have two guys I want to talk about right here. One, he's not in the league per se, but he is in the game. I'm talking about Yoenis Cespedes. He had that home run derby card last year, which really made me remember how good his swing is. I remember using his live series diamond back in like MLB 16, I think 17, but since he hadn't played in quite some time up until then he went missing last year after playing like 10 games. Cespedes, he would have probably 95 arm. Probably have like 70 speed. I would imagine they'd pull from an Oakland A's season. That would be typically his best at peak athleticism at least. And he would have pretty, not outstanding hitting stats, I think. He would have like maybe 80s on both power and decent enough contact. I think Cespedes would be good with his swing, with his defensive intangibles, silver defense, very high 90s arm strength, and good enough speed. Cespedes could definitely be cool to see. Then my last pick, just to kind of cover my ass here, because the one thing you have to remember is technically with the new legend tag, it could be Harold Baines, who is already confirmed to be in the game. He is in these rosters somewhere. Not sure where. Yes, I passed over him numerous times. Harold Baines, I do believe he used to be in the game, but he got taken out. Does that constitute as a new legend? I don't think so. I'd be pulling the Scooby-Doo mask over this new legend. That wouldn't exactly be true, SDS. It would be a returning legend. So we'll see exactly how it works. I might feel a little deceived, a little hoodwinked by SDS if they were to claim that this is the new legend, but I could see it regardless. Harold Baines hit 384 career home runs, however, really never hit a ton. He never hit 30 in a season. He hit 29 with the White Sox, but if you were to look at this card, kind of a little painting of what it could be. I can't think of a better word. If they gave him like this kind of stats, that would be cool. Right fielder, corner outfielder, not great defensively, but pretty good offensively. Lefty bat. I don't remember his swing, but that's also a possibility as well. I hope that he's not the one that they're talking about here. I hope that he kind of just gets released eventually and not known as a new legend, because I want to see more unique players. I know he's in the game. I want to see somebody who I don't know, but went a little bit longer than old Gomer had anticipated, but hopefully you did enjoy it regardless. Let me know again who you guys think is going to be in the second inning program. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great day today. Thanks, out.